Hey everybody, welcome to Scarred Lands, A Family Affair, episode 13, Enkili's Luck. When last we met, you had all failed to prevent a forest fire.
It was going to happen anyway.
After being assailed by burned ones, you sort of ran them around a bit and lit a not small portion of the immediate vicinity of Galita's Grove on fire, which is a big bummer, probably, I would assume, for the wildlife there. Smokey the bear is somewhere crying right now.
I'm unhappy.
And I believe we stopped right at the beginning of a round of combat. So why don't we just go ahead and dive right in? Does anybody have anything they would like to say before we do that? Any last words?
Wildlife.
Awesome. So it's Burn 1 number 5's turn. Now, he is downright surly. One might even say cranky. One could even say just flat out sick of Sir Sasha. So he is going to try to get a hand on her. That, I do believe, will hit our lovely Knight S. Let me just check her AC real quick.
She's a shield, right?
She does have a shield. But with that shield, her AC is a 16. So she is hit. She will enjoy 7 slashing damage and 9 fire. That's 16.
She down?
I would have to imagine.
Wrong direction.
It went the wrong way. She healed 16. Oh.
She is not down. She is
I see.
Hanging on to life by the skin of her teeth. However, she is grappled at the moment.
Which means additional terrible shit happens.
Yeah. It's going to immolate itself now.
It very well might, yes.
Fluffy is not doing their job there to rescue her.
At the moment, that's where we're at. So that brings us to our good friend Cheshire. What would you like to do, Cheshire, as you see this scene playing out before you?
So I rescued Dad, thought we were going this way, and then I turned back and Dad's around the things.
Right, and he's right up in that one's face that just grabbed Sir Sasha.
God, this is too much. This is just. There's only one thing to do. Breathe a heavy sigh and then dash back.
Cue Scooby-Doo running noises.
Yeah. Now, does that put you close enough to act as well, or did it take your full dash?
I had to take a full dash to get there, yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Then that will bring us to Khaled. Khaled is going to try to swipe at our good friend Burned One number 5. He will get a sneak attack on this, so that's nice. Got that going for him. Not going to hit with that roll, though. Swing and a miss on this incredibly easy-to-hit creature. It's as if being lit on fire multiple times and sucking a bunch of smoke.
Do you have a second weapon, like a dagger?
He did, then he dropped it last session when he botched, remember. So that
He's gonna have a second dagger on him, right?
To Slaughter, who is still running away like a good dragon. Triss, it is your action. What would you like to do?
Man, they're driving me crazy. You're supposed to be riding me, I say, in horse. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get on the horse, I say, in horse.
All right. So
like, if you can imagine a horse doing I'd be doing this, except I'm doing it with
your head.
With my head,
let's go.
Let's go. You. Dad, Cheshire, and horse.
Go ahead and give me just a persuasion roll, if you don't mind.
horsely persuasion roll.
Yeah, it'll be a disadvantage against anybody except for Millie, probably. But
That's a really weird itch it's got on its neck over there.
right.
FYI, but charisma is my dump stat.
So
hey.
it'll be a 5 with the disadvantage that you suffer for. So Millie is very absolutely aware, if in fact you can see Triss from where you're standing, Millie. You are aware that Triss wants everyone else to get on the horse. It doesn't seem that Korggix, Cheshire, or Khaled have noticed, let alone are aware
at
of
them,
what.
like making a lot of noise, so hopefully they'll hear me.
Everything's on fire and there's a horse braying. That's not terribly unusual.
I was going to say it's Wednesday.
Korggix, what would you like to do?
Well, first and foremost, the D&D overlay is not correct. So I wanted to let you know that.
Misidentified again.
Which one's up?
I would love to have 40 HP. Or even 27. Any of those
Look at that. That's Wednesday's characters.
I have 3.
I'll see if I can.
So the burned 1/5 has grappled Sir Sasha.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh boy. And there's another burned one to my south, running at Millie. The burned 1/2 is a statue.
I think the one to the south is running at Zopa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, running in Millie's direction.
Is like technically perma-petrified, I think, right?
Yes, burned 1/2 is now the flaming statue of Galida's Grove, yeah.
And
So we only have 2
dead.
burned ones left, but this number 5 looks like it's going to ruin everybody's day.
It does look like it's about to cause some real serious problems right here in River City.
I made an Arcana roll before where I kind of like knew stuff about these. I'm wondering if I can enthrall this thing.
Oh, do you like? Sure, I'll let you know if they can or cannot be charmed. They are immune to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, poisoned, and stunned.
Shit. I was going to go tell it to hang out in its fire. Or go tell it to put out the fire that it made and just burn itself to death. But I guess that's not exactly available. The only thing that I can think of doing, I only have one more. Well, no, because I can use sorcery points to make an extra spell slot. So I'm going to Chaos Bolt this thing, I guess.
All right. I love it.
Which is I have to roll a 1d6 to figure out what kind of damage it's going to do. And it's going to deal poison damage, which is immune to. Oh, I was supposed to roll a 1d8. Oh, shit. Whatever.
So roll d8.
So it's a 2d8 plus a 1d6 in damage. I'll roll the d6 again. So 21 force damage to burned 1/5.
Okay.
Damn.
Boom. Big bada boom.
I basically rolled maximum damage.
So you know, with Chaos Bolt, when you roll the same number on the d8s, you get to roll again.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's like you.
So since I rolled 2 16s, I get to roll again? Or
So, like,
2 8s, I mean?
Yeah, when you roll the same thing, you get to like target. It like jumps from one to another one.
Oh, it does. Yeah, if you roll the same number on both d8s,
target,
the chaotic energy leaps from target to a different target of your choice within 30 feet of it.
Is the other
Well, if I want to kill one of our family members, that would be very useful.
Yeah, no one else is within 30 feet.
Well,
Isn't there burned one number 3 in the fire?
burn one number 3 is in the fire.
More
Let me
than
see how
30
far away. Nope, they are 27.9 feet away from burn one number 5.
Oh, no shit. I can't even see burned 1/3, so I'll have to take your word for it.
Right.
They're in the fire.
I make a new
Flip,
damage
flip,
roll.
flip.
So that is
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
that plus this. So 9 force damage to 3.
Beautiful.
All right. Chaz coming in
Yeah.
with the knowledge. And
Drop
then I'm
that.
going to back away.
Dropping that science. All right, that will bring us to Millie.
Sorry, let me. Well, okay. I'll
You're
move
good. It's
over
fine.
here.
We know you. We know you have a puppy. It's all right.
Show us the dog.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna shoot burned one number 4 because he's right in front of me, and I don't like it.
That's fair.
14.
That will absolutely hit. The curse is broken.
I mean,
Kinda. The
Curse is transferred to damage.
The curse is scratched.
We'll take it.
You can still probably get 80% for the curse at a pawn shop. All right, it's 3 points of damage as you pierce it with a.
Best I can do for you is
that's a regular-
disadvantage to hit.
That's a regular. It's a regular arrow, right? There's nothing magical about it.
yeah, it's just a regular. Here's your 1 point of damage.
We're second level characters, Travis.
1 point of damage.
Just to remind you.
I mean, to be fair,
Might
I
be
do
fourth
have
level
like
after
an
this,
artifact
so.
level whip on me.
So start using it and save our butts.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't see anyone else making statues of burn down the
There's
forest.
4 more to make. 3 more
Took
to
you
make.
long enough.
All right. On that note, as you're all yelling at one another in severe anger and frustration, the Burned 1-4 is going to break camp straight for Zopa and is going to ignore the fact that there are flames in between the two of them
Oh, good.
as it dashes through the fire. Dashing through the fire.
Be additionally burned again one, number 4.
Yep, and so it will suck a d6 of flame damage, but does come out on the other side. So
Twice
the
burned.
fire damage it takes is 3. And Zopa, you see it pop clear of the flames.
Cool.
It's like full on running at you. Burned one's number 1 will take this opportunity to be dead. Fluffy is now gone and continues running. Sir Sasha will attempt to break free of
Good luck.
this grapple. We'll see how that goes for her.
And then maybe take advantage of the horse.
I don't know that Sir Sasha speaks.
She's not going to have a disengage action, though. Because she has to
Not a
use her
rogue?
action. Oh no!
Oh, man.
She's struggling against the grip of this burned one, and the burned one just starts cackling at her face as you all see like sparks start to form in its mouth and eyes. Jedryn, what would you like to do?
Damn it. All right, I gotta... 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Can I see the burned one? Can I see burned 1-5 from where I am?
Let's see.
Or is there too much fire in the way?
If they're in the fire...
No,
I
they're
see.
not in the fire.
If the fire is between you and them, though, you would see them as heavily obscured. So basically, you're fighting blind.
Ah, crap.
You can try it. It's just disadvantage. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'm cranking towards them. I actually drop my rapier on the ground, grab the short bow, like fuck. Doop. Let's see if this actually. Oh, that sucks. That is going to be a big miss.
All right, you fire and the arrow goes wide. It does not hit any of your siblings, but definitely flies wide.
Yeah.
Zopa, what would you like to do?
All right, so I'm gonna. So there's all this fire. I'm assuming there's smoke. Can I
Lots
even
of it.
see what's going on beyond the fire, or am I essentially looking at burned 1-4?
I mean,
And
you're
that's
looking
it.
at burned ones 4. Everything else is considered heavily obscured with regard to.
Okay. So do I notice burn 1-3 at all?
Yes, but they're heavily obscured.
Okay. As long as I notice them, because it would depend on what I'm going to do, or it would help. I'm going to go to there.
All right.
And I'm going to ready in action that when 4 and 3, who have, I'm assuming, are going to move towards me,
Safe assumption.
close enough together for me to do this, and close enough to me, I'm going to crack the whip and do force cage so it surrounds the two of them.
Beautiful. All right.
Let's see how that goes.
Let's do it. That will bring us back to burned 1-3. So burned 1-3 is going to come dashing out. $40, $45, $50. You could probably get him there, right?
Good.
Bondage is totally my jam.
If he wanted to run more towards me too, that's also fine. Like at an angle. I don't know if he can sense where I'm at.
You absolutely can. Yeah. So you're not going to wait. You're going to let him get his full move of 60.
I mean, so technically they can both dash to get to me.
Okay.
And at that point, I would crack the whip.
So you're going to hold. All right. Well, there are a few things that are going to happen in the interim, like as you're, just because time moves as time moves.
Right.
So burned one's 5 is going to immolate.
Oh shit!
Ah, shit.
What
I
could
was hoping
happen?
that if Zopa got close
Bleh.
enough, there would be sort of an
Right?
ah.
Oh, what's that? I need to go this way.
One could hope.
Yeah, shit.
Does immolate hurt it too?
No.
Nope.
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
Okay, a creature grappled by the burned one suffers 11 fire at the start of their turn. Any creature within 5 feet of the burned one suffers 5 fire damage. So that's
So everybody dies.
5 to Khalid. And 5 to Sir Sasha. Or no, because they're technically sharing the space. Okay. So Sasha doesn't take damage till the start of her turn.
I don't have any healing spells left, so
That comes to Cheshire. You see it spark up, and your dad kind of start to step back as the front of him catches fire.
I would like to put my hand on Dad's shoulder
All right.
and try to remove him, hoping that he's finally given up this whole stabbing fire in the face thing, which I'm normally for, but he looks like he's about to die.
Yeah, he's
I think
kicking.
it's levitate.
He's kicking and screaming, but you do successfully cast levitate on him from
Best.
behind.
and there's a horse just 10 feet away from you. Not even.
Yeah. And then I will take one step and I will dispel my levitate, putting him on the horse.
Horse.
The
Excellent.
horse to the hospital.
You
That's
can
a
get on the horse
proficient
too because it's a
spellcaster.
halfling.
What would you like to do then, Cheshire, once you have placed your father on the horse?
No, I will not get on the horse. Then I will just. I won't even look back. I'll just keep running.
All right, cool. Khalid just sort of limply passes out on your back. He's got 1 fucking hit point for the 3rd time today. He is not going to resist whatever Triss wants to do. Triss, it's your turn.
I'm running. I'm just running away from the fire. I've got Dad, and I'm just running away from the fire. I can move 80 feet.
Which
with a
way?
dash.
Which way
Without
would you like to go?
Sasha, we might not have a pet dragon anymore, though.
Yeah, I can't move the Khalid mini, but fine. Is 5 feet diagonal?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah. 5 is 5. Square is 5. Doesn't matter which direction you go.
Oh, okay.
I've caught all the way up to Jedryn. Okay. And
Alright,
with
cool.
with Khaled with me, I can't move this guy though. So that's 80 feet, I think. Double move.
Excellent.
Not in a square.
So you all see Jedryn and Millie both see Khaled very severely burnt and unconscious on the back of this horse. That
The
brings us
horse is
to
at full hit points.
Korggix.
So Sir Sasha's dead, or
I mean,
Not yet.
she is screaming at the moment as she is inside of a column of flame while this statuesque creature holds on to her.
She's in seriously deep shit.
Yeah. It does not look to you like there's any reasonable way she's going to survive that unless you were to jump up and pull her out immediately. Which you're fairly certain would also light you on fire based on the fact that your dad was standing 5 feet away and caught fire when this thing went up.
I will not survive that fire.
All right, so you're aware of the stakes should you decide to intervene.
And Cheshire has already taken their turn. So it's within 5 feet of the burned one that it lights people on fire.
Any creature that is within 5 feet of the burned one suffers 5 fire damage.
So I could move within 2 feet of Sir Sasha. Was that enough to grab them?
If you reach into that space, you will be grabbing them. They're considered to be the same space because they are grappled.
Right.
So if you move within feet of Sir Sasha, you are within the same amount of feet of the burned one.
Well, I could absorb elements.
I mean, that is an option. You have that choice.
It's a reaction. So that takes my action?
No. You would reach in and use your action to try to pull her out and use your reaction to absorb elements when the fire hits.
But then I wouldn't be able to move because dashing is also an action?
Yes.
Correct.
You'd have whatever movement you have. You'd have 30
Which would be none.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're using all your move to get there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much suicide for you to grab her.
Yeah. Everybody just left. You just leave. The horse should have left with just Dad.
The horse did leave with just Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at it, and there's no way that makes sense that you walk away from with this.
All right. Well,
I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying you should be aware that if you do, you're probably not gonna.
Because it deals 5 damage and an AOE around it. So the first time the reaction, I'd be fine, but the second time, not so fine.
Unless you can cast it again.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's my question on that. I have all of my spell slots used, but I can use my sorcery points to make additional spell slots. I have 2 sorcery points, so technically, I have 2 more casts.
No,
if I use my bonus action to make
a level 1
takes 2.
Takes 2.
Okay, that's what
I
thought.
think you can buy 1 slot with that amount of sorcery.
Yeah, so I only have 1 usage of it anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, this feels bad. What I'm gonna do, just in case this thing, it still has her grappled.
Yes.
Is it still like laughing in her face, like trying to incinerate her to ash?
No, I mean at this point you can only make out like
they're obscured.
Yeah, you can only make out like their vague outlines in this tower of flame that's shooting up where the thing was standing.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to move up to about here, and I'm going to hold my action if the burned one moves away to grab them.
Okay, cool.
Sorry for all the questions.
No, you're fine.
It's a tough situation.
It's a big moment for your character. That brings us to Millie. What would you like to do?
So Dad's unconscious?
It seems to be yes, but stable, breathing. All right.
You said he's stable?
He appears to be, yeah.
And I'm running past you, so keep up.
No, as you're like running by, I'm just gonna like reach up and grab his ankle and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, excellent.
You had a cure left. I'm dead out of spells.
All right, go
Problem
ahead
is
and
we got scattered so badly.
drop
Yeah.
your, what is it, D8? Yeah. Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Nice.
So he heals 7, and you have brought him back from the very cusp of death's door. He was literally at 1 hit point, I believe. So he does remain asleep, as if he is also exhausted. Anything else, Millie? Any movement?
No, I'm gonna stay here and kind of keep a hazy eye on what's going up north.
Okay. That brings us to Burned 1-4, who now steps forward, who now triggers your
Yay.
held action. All right, so that's what, dex save DC 24? Is that how that works?
Nope, there's nothing. It just puts a cage around them, so they're in the box.
All right, go ahead and draw your box.
Oh yeah, pens. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
What's nice is that they're right next to that tree, so maybe they'll burn themselves alive inside the box.
I don't
They
think
need to
fire
be in the
will-
fire, but
Yeah, I don't think fire will pass through the outside of that box. Unless you box in part of the burning tree with them, which would be pretty fucking rough. How do you
Well,
like
is it
fire?
a cage Is it a cage with bars? Or
How
is
about
it
a little fire crow?
I mean, technically, it is a cage with bars, but that doesn't mean energy can pass through it. It's magic.
I mean that this tree is there. Maybe it'll catch on fire and burn them.
it could be. But no, they
branch sticking through the bars?
they both step kind of away from the tree up to the side of the cage and are just like banging on it and like moaning at you.
Aww. I feel bad now.
All right, that brings us to the top of Sir Sasha's turn. She takes 16 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye,
Well-
NPC.
Well, she still got death saves.
Yeah.
She
Thing
does
might
still
drop her.
have death saves. Jedryn.
Okay. Fuck.
Running the wrong
Sprint
way.
up here. Drop to a knee. Motherfucker.
All right, let her fly.
Yep. Unfortunately, I do not get any extra goodies on this one.
Yeah, and you would have advantage because they're holding still, but then it would be canceled by the disadvantage because they're obscured.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it
so
comes out to
another
an 8.
fucking miss.
You shoot into the column of flame. You have no idea what it did,
Yeah.
if anything. And that, any other action on your part?
Nope, I used my bonus to run, so.
Zopa.
I have no idea what's going on, so look at this nice space over here that is not on fire. Let's go here.
That's interesting.
Well, trying to get back around to where everybody else theoretically is.
Yeah. All right.
There's a building
That
that
is
might
all
be
my
safe,
stuff.
but none of us can see it.
All right, excellent. So you come running up around the flames, and that will bring us back to Burned 1-5, who does, in fact, end the immolation as a bonus action. Step forward, probably toward Cheshire, and take a swipe at Cheshire. Now, you had an action reserved, Korggix. Did you want to swipe at the burned one, or did you want to try to grab Sasha?
I mean, on a scale of 1 to they're literally just ashes. How does Sir Sasha look?
Oh no, it's not literally just ashes. No, you ever read Dragons of Autumn Twilight?
No.
She's
Yes.
awake,
Yes.
screaming with all of her skin burned off. You can
Nice.
see places where the metal is melted down into the muscle, and you can see
Nice.
like her cheek hanging off. She appears to be utterly aware of what's going on and just shrieking. There's like blood and ash pouring forth from her mouth as she screams in agony.
I remember that scene.
Well, now would be a good time to enthrall them, to make them think that they're okay. But,
You could do that if you wanted to. If that's what you want to do with your action, is give her a few minutes of peace instead of this horrible fucking death she's suffering. That is an option.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
All right, I'll allow it. You don't need to make a roll. You do it. She kind of looks up at you and says, "Are you safe?"
Oh, God damn it. Korggix in his infinite, just cool, under pressure, very collected, just thumbs up. That's like all he can kind of bring himself to muster to do. I guess I'm not moving to her. I'm just gonna let her be.
Okay.
Is she physically on fire still? Is there like any
No,
point
she's
of
just
trying to put her out?
She's smoldering. The worst source of fire seems to be that like parts of her plate mail are like glowing right now.
Yeah. So the only way that I would be able to do anything is to try and get those off, I guess. But that would probably do more damage than good if it's in her skin.
Probably to both of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could try making a medicine check to stabilize her.
I mean, you can do that. That is an option.
Yeah, I'm really good at those. Yeah, I'll give it a go. It's just a D20.
Yeah, give it a shot.
17.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a medicine kit, right?
No.
That is not enough to stabilize her with the amount of damage that she suffered.
Yeah. I do have a water skin, though. Would I be able to understand that maybe some of this would help, or?
I mean, you can pour it on her again. That's going to be more of a comfort than anything else.
Gotcha. Shit. Well, that's bad. Yeah, that's all I got then. Because I can't really use an action or anything like that now. So.
All right. So the burned one takes a swipe at Cheshire.
I will, as my bonus action, give myself that extra point to cast a 1-level spell, though.
Right. For the enthrall, right? Or for whatever that effect was.
Yeah. Well, the enthrall is to my mask.
That's right. Yeah. So now
I have one.
You're hanging onto a spell slot. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Burn 1-5 got a 16 to get Cheshire. Does that
just misses?
Excellent. You like move back and like you feel its claws go across your chest, and you're like, ah!
No, thank you.
All right, that is its turn. That brings us to Khaled, who is effectively out of combat at this point. Chris, what would you like to do?
Wait, did you skip me?
Oh no, I sure did. Cheshire, what would you like to do? Sorry.
First, I want to yell at Korggix and Jedryn, saying, "Why are you still here?"
Make a perception roll real quick.
Perception? You can do this. I believe in you. Oh, crap, you can't do this.
You see Korggix, like, standing very solemnly over Sir Sasha as she's, like, flailing on her back, and you hear her say, "You have to take care of your dad," as, like, one of her arms fucking falls off.
Oh, God. So I want to yell at them to leave, and I'll take the dodge action, hopefully keeping this thing
Occupied?
occupied for...
All right. Triss, your action, what would you like to do? Are you just going to keep running?
Oh, me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You,
I guess.
Triss.
Yeah, sorry. I was just confused because you were still yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep running. I mean, I'm assuming trying to figure out which direction to go, but I guess just off the map.
All right, so back the way you came, basically?
Actually kind of more east, I guess.
Okay.
I'll just move like
east along the bottom of the map?
like this way. That makes sense. Like northeast. We're away from the fire. If the fire seems to be spreading along the path, then
sure.
Yeah, because I'm wondering. I don't know where everyone else is going, so I do want to catch up with everybody, and that's where the direction that Fluffy and
That's true. And
the dragons went.
Tracking Fluffy and Slaughter is not difficult. They are not moving stealthily through the forest. They're bolting and barreling through, like trees are knocked down and shit. They're not playing. They're just,
So I'm trying to catch up to them.
Yeah.
I know it's going to take forever, but that's kind of what I'm thinking.
You're bounding off in that general direction.
Off the map, probably. Yeah.
Korggix, it is your action. She holds her one hand that remains up to you and says,
God.
And says, you have to take down Verduk. He's evil. And like coughs and some blood and charcoal comes out of her mouth.
Verduk is the
king of Calastia.
Yeah. He was already very much so on the shit list, so there's no way. I mean, at this point, her arm is literally off, and she's basically just super dead.
Yeah, her right arm has come off. Her left arm, she's reaching out to you with it, like to hold her hand, basically. But she's also pleading with you to make sure that Verduk is taken out and that you take care of your father.
I'm wondering, is she still like? I can't stabilize her because there's no way in hell I'm getting higher than a 17.
No, as you look down, it's she's like her ribs, you can see like where the flesh is burned away. You can see like the lungs starting to crackle and shit. Like she's still like charring.
Right. Well, what I was thinking of is trying to remove the armor and like anything that was on her still, and then absorbing elements on myself, so like I don't burn myself or anything. But
yeah, you
I
can
think
absolutely try it if you want to.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So what's stabilization check? I don't think it's 20.
No, it's 5 plus the amount of damage she took.
Over.
And I hit a 17
just from the last attack, but she took 16 damage from the last attack.
Plus.
So I have to hit 21.
Minus what she had left with 15.
Right.
So
yeah.
So no, it's against the value of the damage, not against how many hit points you lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it would have been a 22 or something like that, 21? 22?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to move closer and just try and take the stuff that's still burning her off, even if it's like part of her body.
That's fine. With the absorb elements, you're able to do it. It's not comfortable, but you don't take any damage. But yeah, like
does it look like that made it better or worse in any real way?
She sort of like moves pieces, like as you pull off like her shin guard, she like straightens her leg and like pieces of it flake off. But she doesn't even like she seems more relieved by straightening her leg, possibly due to the effects of the mask than anything else than she does.
I can see Jedryn from here, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless Jedryn,
I'm just gonna yell at Jedryn, I don't know what to do, and then end my turn.
All right, Millie, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run forward.
All right.
And I'm going to shoot an arrow at Burned 1-5 because I'm worried about Cheshire.
That's fair. Go ahead and make that attack. Nice. Good solid hit. Good solid damage. The curse is lifting. 6. So that's 3 because it's not magical armor or not magical weaponry. You hit it with an arrow, and the arrow catches fire, and it sort of looks over at you for a second, and then looks back at Cheshire. Burn 1/4 stumbles forward and bangs into the edge of the forest cage confusedly. Sir Sasha looks you in the eyes and says thank you, and then coughs and like falls limp.
Damn it.
Jedryn, what would you like to do?
What I'd like to do and what I'm going to do are different. I'm going to teach you guys some new curse words as I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's head up to here and take another shot at asshole Primus there.
Excellent.
And what are the curse words? I'm curious.
Let's see. What was the quote from Vigilant?
No.
A little bit too strong.
Too strong.
Yeah.
Too
It involved Vangal Den of an incest. Let's just.
Yeah, it's just, we're not.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would be 5 piercing and 6 sneak attack.
Excellent. It takes a total of...
Technically, it's not incest. Vangal's not related to Denev, but it is gross.
I mean, that's fair. You hit it like in its kidney with the arrow, and it looks sharply over at you. Zopa, it is your action. What would you like to do?
Does it technically have a kidney?
Yeah, it's got all of its parts. They're just on fire.
Yeah.
So she gets to there and looks back down the road and says, well, fuck. Can I tell how long Sir Sasha has before she's dead?
When you round that corner, like Korggix, I would assume by this point, does this take Korggix to his knees, or is he still standing there?
I was definitely on my knees pulling shit off.
Yeah, you see him like ripping away armor. Like, actually, you don't see him ripping away the armor. You see him like falling forward next to her smoking body as the cooling armor and parts of her body are scattered around the area. Like, she is beyond saving, short of divine intervention.
So with an Arcana roll of 5, do I understand whether or not this petrification that the whip can do can be reversed?
You would have no idea how to do that.
Save it for Bird 1/5.
I'm gonna hope and pray.
Okay.
I am going to crack it and use flesh to stone on Sir Sasha to try and save her life.
Excellent. Sir Sasha turns to stone in front of you as you're sort of howling out your grief at her feet, Korggix.
And hopefully that'll be like suspended animation, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I roll
That's what Zopa's
insight
going
or
for.
Arcana to see if I want to kill Zopa right now?
I mean, you can roll. You can roll Arcana actually.
All right. Yeah, I don't know shit.
As far as you're concerned, the dipstick might be right. Like, that might be brilliant. Because if you can reverse it, you'll have as long as you would have had if there was a priest here to save her.
Okay.
Reverse the...
All right, well, now I'm just mad.
Right on. You are just angry, and I understand your anger.
Yep.
Burned 1/3 walks impotently into a force wall. Burned 1/5 spins around, does not disengage, and takes off for Zopa full speed.
Hey, so Sasha gets an attack about...
And they
Too
have multiple
fucking
limbs
soon.
now, so they should be multiple attacks.
She takes this attack of opportunity to do this
Hey, it might trip.
because
I don't
she's
know.
a statue.
Actually, I think it's
That's what you
more
get
like
with your
what
arc-
Fran's doing because
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was gonna say that's what you get with your Arcana check. If you take her to Jabba the Hutt, you might be able to get her shot.
right.
Does he take damage going through the fire? Does the burned one take?
Sure. Yeah, let's give him a D6. Why not? He takes 6 fire damage as he runs through that flame towards Zopa. Does not have a bonus action or an action. Or no, he has a bonus action, but not an action. Takes the 6 fire. Used his action to dash, and he is right up on Zopa's face, basically. So he will use his bonus action to immolate. Take 4 fire, Zopa.
Okay.
Cheshire, did you swipe for your opportunity attack?
Rolled an 11, which I'm pretty sure misses.
Absolutely hits. What were you hitting him with?
Oh, hey.
Nice.
I can re-roll that one. So that is 13 slashing.
Nice.
Excellent.
Flame strike.
Flame strike. I was thinking more like scorching ray. Like I'm tired at this point.
Yeah.
Right, that's fair. So he takes 6 of that because of resistances.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's standing there now, immolated in front of Zopa. Zopa, your robes are like singeing and your skin's popping a little bit. Not pleasant. Cheshire, it's your actual action now. What would you like to do?
So then I dash up there with Zopa, just yelling at all the things now. Nothing else to do.
Triss, continuing to run.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Can I run through the tree? Do I run around it? 75, 80. Okay, there. Oh, mushrooms. Giant mushrooms. Stop.
Gex,
Just
what would you like to do?
Trying to catch up to the dragon.
I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast another Chaos Bolt. So at the burn 1/5.
All right, you can have advantage
Okay.
because you're super mad.
Oh, god damn it. Is that fucking poison damage?
You have to make your attack check, though, right? To hit it?
Hmm?
You have to make an attack check to hit it, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what you have advantage on.
So 16.
Oh, yeah.
So I dealt 7, 10, and then 14, but it's immune to poison, so 10.
All right.
And I'm going to move away from Sir Sasha, like just outside of the fire of the burned one.
Okay. Awesome.
And then end my turn.
You're standing like closer to a burning tree than you are to the burned one, and you're all backlit and shit. It looks super nice.
Grim lighting.
Millie, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and shoot it.
Alright.
It looks like it's gonna have to go through the fire to hit it, though.
Yep. So you will be at disadvantage.
All right.
That still hits. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Go ahead and
Yep.
make your advantage disadvantage roll. Still hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
A.
So, Korggix, you see an arrow sail out of the fire and hit it like in its back.
Does the arrow catch fire and do extra fire?
No,
No. Much as that would be nice.
that would be neat, but no. It's not that cool.
Not that cool.
Burn 1/4 is effectively removed from combat due to imprisonment. Sir Sasha is effectively removed from combat due to death. Jedryn, what would you like to do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Use my dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to shoot him.
Go for it. Your sneak attack will apply.
Yep. Twang. 11, so I believe that's a hit.
That is a hit.
The damage is 11 points as well.
Nice.
Sure, it's only 5 because I suck, but
It is still up. Zopa. You will take another 5 fire. 4 fire. Sorry.
4.
Yep, as you start your turn within 5 feet of the creature.
All right. Disengage.
All right.
Step away. Take a whippy attack. Whip it good. 11?
That will hit. Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to take... I think whips are slashing, but it's 8 magical damage.
Right.
A sneak attack.
Whip's probably.
Oh, wait.
There's no one engaged
There's
with
no
it.
one engaged with it, yeah.
Yeah. And then go... Waving my arms at it to follow.
But it all gets through. It's magic.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Pixel sliver of hit points left.
It ends its immolation as a bonus action on its turn. And runs towards
Keep
Zopa.
picturing sort of a sexy bird dance, you know?
See, I think of it like the Phoenix from X-Men, you know? Just arms go out. Or if it's holding on to somebody. Like, to me, that's pretty dope. But it does get close enough to take a swipe at Zopa.
That'll hit.
Jesus H. Ned!
Oh, come on. 23?
That'll hit.
You take no damage whatsoever.
What?
As it yanks the whip out of your hand.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Hey, everybody, we're back, I think. Looks like. Sorry about that.
It never went down on my end, so.
Oh.
It's down now.
Now it's down.
Buffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the purple blue screen with the not like this emote pops up and you reconnect it, there'll be no interruption. If you did get connected, the VOD will be in 2 pieces.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. We'll find out. Still counting on the original timer, so I'm not too worried about that. All right. Now that all that tech stuff is out of the way, because it happened at the best dramatic moment it possibly could have. I'm not sure what you might have seen, audience. The burned one grabbed the whip out of Zopa's hand, dealing no damage to Zopa, but now it has a hold of the whip.
And hopefully is now doing the Gollum thing of...
Included, he can't use any of the powers of it because he's tuned to it. So he can only use it as a weapon, but not as a crazy stuff.
Right, so you got that going for you. That brings us to Cheshire's turn.
Did Cheshire see the whip change possession?
Yeah, absolutely.
Run up and use that thing on my back to give me advantage. And we're going to cast Fireball because that's what we need. Maybe crit? Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Still take 5 slashing?
yeah.
What gives you advantage?
Bring your sword through and slice it in half, and it like sputters and sparks and drops to the ground, and the whip rolls out of its hand.
Sword at ground, just barely keep myself up. Oh my god. Oh.
Jedryn just kind of looks around at the burned forest and the dragon tracks leading off into the woods, and Sir Sasha lying there like, it's just like, fuck!
Yeah, we still have the other 2 in a cage, so...
But only for like 59 and a half minutes. So.
Well, wait, you lost control of the whip. Did that go down?
No, Force Cage doesn't require...
Force Cage just...
It's just there till it's not there anymore.
Is that all of them? Did we get all of them? Are they fucking gone?
I think there's 2 over there. I'm going to make sure Cheshire is okay.
Fuck. Okay.
I think I'm like missing skin.
Yeah,
Okay.
like everybody's.
Why do you always do this to yourself?
Like if a dragon eye can be rolled, I am rolling the hardest dragon eye right now.
I'm like kind of staging back away from the flames, aiming like, if they come back through here, we're fucked. You guys realize that, right? Let's all run in the same direction this time.
I love it when you go full Scarred Lands halfling.
So I guess we just take off wherever the dragons went, right? Triss and everybody went the same way, yeah?
At first, I stop and check on Sir Sasha. She's dead now.
She is.
You've got a statue.
Well, right now
Oh,
she's
right.
a statue.
I'm gonna. Well, that was what I was just gonna say. Is that if we're running, I'm gonna pick her up and run with her.
You can lift her up, but it occurs to you though that when he petrified her central mass. He petrified what was her. So she still has like most of her face and her body, one arm, one leg, but the rest of everything that had fallen off at that point
is gone.
Is still off.
Yeah,
she's gonna need big money.
Yeah,
She's gonna need a regeneration and a healing spell and.
I mean, that's better than being fucking dead, though. That's where Gix is at. Is like if we can save her with the fact that she's like saved us like 6 times over, basically, then it'll be worth it. If she wants to, be put in the ground so the Clastians don't hunt her perpetually after we try and save her, and if we do, then that's her choice. But I'm definitely picking her up and leaving all of her shit behind. I don't give a fuck about her lance or her armor or her arm.
As you do that, I'm going to look at her stone body with my eyes kind of glowing with healing magic and go, I can't fix that.
Shit, my rapier.
I think
I run off to the south.
I'll see you do that. I'm like, I think we just need to get out of here, and we could figure this out at our leisure if this worked. If not, then it doesn't matter anyway.
You still have the wagon, right?
The horse dipped a while ago.
The horse and the dragon.
Oh, we've got a
the
horse
is
right there.
So we're going, right?
Yeah, so the horses and the dragon are gone. Now, Zopa, with you having circled up that way, you did see that building up north of you that looks like it might be a safe shelter.
However,
I'll
mention that to everyone, but I'm not really convinced that's a good idea either. We're all almost dead. So
that's true.
I'll point it out.
It is a place where, wrong effect. It is a place that is not outside and is not actively on fire.
With stone walls, it looks like.
While holding Sir Sasha's petrified corpse, I'll like look at Jedryn and be like, can you check that out? That might be where we have to go.
Jedryn motored off to the south because I realized I'd forgotten my I dropped my rapier on the run up here. So
then I don't do that. Because you're
I'll
gone.
snag the whip and then go up and check it out.
I'll follow.
Okay.
All right.
I will follow, but behind like 15 feet. In case anything happens, I can run away.
Into the fire.
Or at least put the body down.
Stealthy.
I don't like being surrounded by fire.
At this point, have I caught up to the dragons?
No, they're moving the same speed you are.
Oh, they're still moving. I didn't know if they eventually stop because they're far enough.
At some point, they will.
Do I see the building?
Yeah, kind of off in the distance, you sort of see them making their way up to the building. So you can keep pursuing them, or you can wrap back around.
I want to bring Dad to safety, so I think I'd bring Dad to the building then. If I get a sense that I'm not, if I think I'm going to catch up to the dragons in like half a minute, I'll try to catch up to them and bring them with me. But otherwise, I'll take Dad to the building.
All right.
Like if I can see the dragons ahead or whatever.
Why don't you find folks that are heading up that way? Give me an investigation check, please.
And at some point, let me know how I get back.
I mean, I assume you run through the flames and get back up there, so you're probably fine.
I hit a dirty 1 with my -1 investigation check.
Nice.
Yeah, we're definitely in a forest. I think.
Fuck my eyebrows.
No, so as you're looking around, this looks like it was at one point a temple. Judging by the scorch marks on the floor, these burned ones have been wandering this area for quite some time. Most of the religious iconography is destroyed. Scarred over, burned over, heavily damaged. However, Triss, are you going back into human form or back into Slitherin form?
Yeah. I'll like kneel down, like get down on my knees and kind of roll Dad off me if he's still unconscious so he doesn't like fall and then turn back into Slitherin. And my hit points go back down.
And you can also go ahead and make a religion check because you'll be the only one who'll be able to find a symbol that's in good enough shape to still recognize. No clue.
No clue. It used to be a temple.
You also see this. There are these broken statue pieces at the bottom. There is still an intact chest that is locked up in that room. There's an altar that's been severely damaged. You can't quite make out the holy symbol on it right here. And then there's this strange disc that has various sort of markings on the edges of it.
We all see this?
Yeah, you can all. This is all pretty much.
Do I get anything with a 16 on religion?
Well, if Triss points out the holy symbol, then yes, you do.
Yeah, okay. I don't recognize it. There's always something there.
Because I'm proficient in religion.
That
unlike the druid.
Yeah.
That is it is a perfectly symmetrical snowflake underneath all that ash, which is the holy symbol of Frelia, the Winter Queen, goddess of snow.
That gives me some solace and something that doesn't ruin my day in every way conceivable. I can do cold. I can't do fire and acid.
As you're sort of looking into your surroundings, are any of you going to mess with that chest up there?
That sounds like when we're not dying.
I'm trying to just.
I'm going to point out that there's only a limited amount of time that those burning things are going to be captured. So
that whole forest has gone up. So I'm really hoping that they are no longer an issue.
I mean, they're trapped. Maybe we could go take.
They're trapped in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't get through the fire now.
Yeah, on my way back up, that whole area was pretty much going up. So,
did we get the wagon back?
The wagon was with the horse, which was with the dragons.
With the dragons. Okay, so.
I can try to go catch up to the horse. I might be able to run him down because I've got my dash. So that gets me up to.
I couldn't. They were too far ahead for me to catch up to them. So.
I can move 75 feet.
Yeah, but that was 10, 15 minutes ago.
I don't know.
Well, eventually they're going to stop and be like, okay, what the fuck?
So as you're all having this conversation in the doorway of the temple, you hear the crash of thunder.
Well, that's both good and bad.
I was going to say, is that like the sky is clouding, or is that like we're in the wrong fucking temple?
Weather thunder or magic thunder?
You look outside and you can see it's hard to tell because the smoke is definitely making its way up to where you're at. It looks like there's clouds rolling in.
Weather thunder. Okay.
And the clouds that are rolling in have a reddish hue to them.
Not good.
Bad.
Wait, what? Hold up.
I rolled an insight of 16. Do I know what that means?
Hard to say. Who can know the will of the gods? It wouldn't be an insight check. It doesn't. I can tell you with an insight check that does not appear to be a deliberate formation. It appears to be a natural cloud.
Oh, but it's red.
Mm-hmm. Building that we found, does it have a roof?
It does have a roof.
Yeah, fire cloud, firestorm sound bad.
Nowhere near
Probably
where there-
Probably blood.
Storm. Yeah.
We're nowhere near where there'd be a
Yeah.
blood storm.
Weather.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
but it's yeah,
to be fair, no one knows what the weather's like inside Galeeta's Grove.
yeah, and
That's
also
fair.
it's us.
Just a
So it's acidic fire blood. Got it.
Yeah. So everybody inside is good, outside is
Yeah.
bad. Let's get
Just to
inside.
clarify.
I'm worried about the dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the horse.
Yeah,
Just to clarify, the roof is not wood or burning, right?
No, the entire construction appears to be made out of stone. But
Okay.
if any of you would like to make a history check, none of you have dwarven features of any sort, right?
Nope.
All right. So yeah, you can all make a history check.
Mm-hmm. Hit a 1 again. So 0.
Yeah, as near as you can all tell, this is stonework. It's cold to the touch, which is a little weird, but it appears to be made out of stones.
Well, not if it's the goddess of winter.
yeah. If it's
Maybe
a snowflake goddess, she might have. I don't know. I don't know how any of this stuff works.
Sure.
This has got to be old.
Is there any way that we can I mean, if we're going to be stuck here, we should probably think about barricading the front entrance.
I was thinking exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
most of
want
the
to go
interior
find the
walls
horses?
are sort of broken up, so you could always move stones over that way.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll start
help
doing
you.
that then.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll help
put-
you do that.
Yeah, I'll put Sir Sasha down by the door, by this column, I guess. So she's still close. And then I'll start walling up the entrance.
Yep, I'll help you.
All right.
Those of you who are, because I'm less completely fucked.
Is any of you doing anything else during that while this is going on?
Bandaging up people. Dad and whoever else was hurt.
Are we riding off the horses or the horse and the
I
dragons?
hope not, because all of our flesh strippers are
Yeah.
in there too.
I don't see how we can get there. I mean,
I'm thinking finding them
It's
in the
just
morning.
too much of a risk. We have to take solace in the fact that they're going to have to figure it out themselves.
yeah, the horses with 2 large dragons. If it might be safer than any of us. So
Yeah.
So
Or
we try to
dinner.
find them in the morning or dinner.
Yeah.
But and then the flesh strippers eat the dragons, and we still have the.
I would like to call attention to everyone of Sir Sasha's new token.
Oh,
Beautiful.
you're not a good person.
Yeah. So are we not braving the storm then? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, there's no way. If I don't know what the hell's coming out of those clouds and I get hit, I mean, it might be great. I might regen, or I might just fucking die. And that kind of
Yeah.
goes for all of us. I don't think it's worth.
I mean, if people are saying we really ought to get the horse, and it's the majority of people, I will make a dash and see if I can get there before the weather starts actually weathering. But
just know that I'm not going to be useful for that, so I won't go. But,
no, it would be. I'm just going to sprint.
right? Yeah.
As you're sort of debating the finer points of this, you start to hear the patter of rain. The rain that's coming down starts coming down pretty hard, pretty quickly, and sideways, and it is definitely red.
Yeah. Horse is going to have to figure its own shit out. I hate to say it, but
I didn't think we were close enough to the Blood Sea for it to have blood rain. When was the last time there was a blood rain in Calastia? Wouldn't have to have crossed the whole, unless it just, I don't know, magicked in? That's messed up.
Well, watch it.
everything I've heard about
and-
Galeeta's Grove is it's messed up. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And see if it's when it's hitting the ground, is it steaming, or that little wreckage of a thing that's outside that seems to be wood? Is it melting or
Doesn't seem to be having any negative.
Transmogrifying into a monster?
Doesn't seem to be having any sort of negative effect. The only effect you notice is that it does seem to be extinguishing the flames.
Well, that's good, at least.
But if those bastards are alive, not good.
Yeah. Keep working on the rock walls, and once we get the wall up to a reasonable height, I'm going to scatter my caltrops outside.
Okay.
Can you do another one of those cage things, Zopa? You're muted, Zopa.
One.
One.
I can do one more thing.
Well, if there's bars, we can shoot them through the bars.
You managed to barricade the door pretty well and put some caltrops up. Okay. Despite your nervous watching, nothing rises from the north. The storm lasts about 3 hours, during which time it extinguishes all of the fire.
Do we succeed in getting a short rest?
You can. When the storm passes, there are pools of ichor on the ground. It pretty much like somebody just sprayed blood over everything. Let's have Korggix make a Arcana check, and Millie, you can make a nature check. Is forest one of your favorite trains?
I have. Gotta scroll up. Nope, it is not.
All right. So yeah, just go ahead and make a nature check as well, Millie.
I had 10 on my Arcana.
Okay.
I have nature.
Oh, you probably want to make a check too, because Millie didn't do very well. All right. So you basically between Korggix and Triss, you don't know if this is some sort of titanic viscera. If it is some sort of titanic viscera, touching it would be extremely bad. Who knows what it would do to you? So you might want to wait for the rains to dry before you go.
Yeah. I'm going to elect for taking a nap.
Yep.
Everybody should just relax. How's Dad?
Yeah.
Unconscious, resting.
Make him as comfy as possible.
I'm gonna go carefully inspect the chest, just to make sure that it's not like a halfling mummy or some fucking thing, because it's us. So
sure. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay. Rolly. Oh, what a great number.
Nice.
It's a box.
It does not appear to be trapped. It is definitely locked. So you would need to pick the lock on it, which is doable.
Yeah.
It looks like it's actually made out of, and this allows you to also, once you grok this, you also grok the same thing about the walls. This appears to be some sort of magically preserved ice that has then been lacquered over.
Wow. Yeah, so I come back and I'm like, so funky story. And I kind of, scratch away at the wall and go, yeah, it's the same thing here. This isn't actually rock. It's kind of ice, but ice with an attitude. Like hard-working ice.
Full knowledge, obscure continent. Decide to figure out what it is.
I mean, I look like, when you're saying that, I visibly look content because I'd rather be surrounded by ice and shit.
Fire
than a forest fire.
Yeah. So I think we're safe. I think before we go, it might be a good idea for us to maybe see if I can jimmy that thing open just to see what's in there. But in the meantime, This is the least danger I think we've been in so far today. Knock on really weird rocky ice stuff.
Well, who's taking first watch then, just in case?
Jedryn.
Yep, I can do that. I'm the least effed up of anybody here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing I didn't end up having was being burned, but I was basically disemboweled, so.
Yeah, weren't you disemboweled twice?
No, I was disemboweled once and dodged it the second time with the AC from that bone monster, and then I got a little bit of a heal.
Yeah.
So I've got a nice scar now.
You managed to successfully take a long rest. About halfway through your watch, the dragons and the horse return.
Oh, holy! They just find their way back on their own.
That's also really bad because they're going to see Sir Sasha, and it might not be good.
Yeah, Fluffy starts like crying, like wailing in pain.
I will try to comfort Fluffy.
Yeah,
in so much as I can with my talkie to animals ability.
Can I send it a message? Would it understand?
I don't know. Does it specify the intelligence of the creature in message?
No. Just says I can hears the message and can reply a whisper that only I can hear.
Yeah, but it's just like talking to it. It's just
right.
Like,
so that's why I don't know if it'll understand it or not. I was hoping that it would just understand it.
I mean, it understands Calastian and Carduni, but it doesn't speak.
Gotcha. So I'll convey what happened to it and tell it that there's a chance.
I slip them beef jerky and give them scritches under their cockles. I know, buddy.
Congratulations, you may all increase your level to 3rd.
Woohoo!
We're already halfway to level 4 after all the burn.
Yeah, really.
Oh God.
Now I can fight the burned ones.
Oh my God.
3.
So during that long rest on my watch, I'm going to hang out and kind of mumble to myself while holding a stone I was given before we left home and report in.
Okay.
And say, we have an issue that we need resolved about we need to turn a statue back into a person who was almost dead, and so I have no idea what to do about that. Please send advice and or help.
Okay, she says back to you, where are you?
Fuck if I know. Some icy temple to a frozen goddess. I don't know these things.
I think the critical piece of information you need to give her is Galita's Grove.
You knew that.
Right, but like, how far into the grove are you?
About half a day. Look for the plume of smoke or the large burned area.
You must understand the amount of resources you're asking me to commit.
Is there something I can do without you sending help?
Find somewhere safe to keep the person. If they're petrified and it does, in fact, preserve them, we can retrieve them at a later date. Or you can retrieve them once you've completed your mission.
Okay.
If you can get them to... The fuck would they send you? Hold on. We have some friendly places in New Veneer if you can get there.
Okay. I will express how this woman is, I don't want to say vital, very important to the cause that she would like to see happen, as she is a defector, and also would like to see Verduk dethroned?
Dethroned, decrowned, beheaded.
Decapitated.
Yeah, that's the one.
All the D's.
Duly
Not
noted.
all the D's.
Hentai
Most
Verduk.
of them.
No, she says, I mean, yeah, that's good and all, but getting operatives into Galeeta's Grove is quite challenging. You are the first of us to enter it. Which is why I would say if you can get her out, our options increase greatly. But it's vital
I'll give her a thumbs up.
It's vital to our cause that you do not abandon your mission.
I'm just going to forego telling her about how a flaming zombie stole the whip from me. Just going to leave that out.
Smart.
Yeah. Things are going well otherwise.
She says, you have done well.
I will report in later, and I'll give her a thumbs up.
Continue your studies and check your pack.
Okay. I'll check my pack.
You have a spell book, right?
Where did this come from?
Are you going Arcane Trickster?
No, the
Master of the Scale.
Oh, what are they called?
Master of the Scaled.
Master of the Scale. Thank you. Oh, these will be useful.
So what that does call for a lot of choices from folks, right? So you're going Master of the Scale. Is it archetype time for our ranger, or did you already pick that?
Yep, it's archetype time.
Are you working on it, or have you decided what you want?
I'm a Horizon Walker.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Love that one.
That'll come in handy. And our thief?
Well,
Our rogue? Ooh,
I'd been leaning towards Urban Stalker. Although it sounded like you were leaning, Khalid, more towards Halfling Stalker. So if that's not possible, I can do Halfling Stalker.
Either one's fine.
Halfling Stalker's not a Vigil Stalker.
Yeah, Urban Stalker, comes from the Vigil, but there could be other people. So, and that's definitely like I said, she's nondescript. So I think that's where I'm going to go.
Beautiful. And have you selected your subclass there for Cheshire?
Yeah, I'm doing the one I spoke to you about before.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. So when I wake up, my right eye is teal, but my left eye is gold for some reason.
Did you touch
that
the
thing
goo?
hit you harder, right? That thing hit you harder than I thought.
Did you touch the goo? Did you go out there and touch the goo during the night?
I touched a lot of goo. I don't know where this goo came from.
No, I meant like the goo that rained down.
No, I was in here trying to sleep. What happened?
Okay, good.
Is it actually teal and gold, or is it like David Bowie, where one pupil is just huge, so it looks like a different color?
No, just I wish I should do that, but the right eye is teal as it's always been, and this one is just gold for some reason, and that is new.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Does it feel different? She's poking your eye.
Your eyes look all weird.
Why are you poking me?
Do a selfie. Oh no, wait, you can't do that. One of your eyes is gold.
I mean,
it's pretty.
I was in a lot of smoke yesterday. Probably a pink eye, gold eye thing. I'll be fine.
It's absolutely a thing.
Millie, you hear a lot of scritching coming from inside of the cages on the cart.
Oh, they're probably hungry.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've got an arm and a leg we can feed them, Millie.
I don't think we took those.
Say that, I go and try and get Sir Sasha's arm and leg to feed them.
Ew.
So if nobody stops me, I am 100%
Yeah, I'm not super game with that.
I'm all for that.
There's magic that will regrow it for her.
Well, there's several reasons. One, that's rude. Two, they were rained on by the blood bullshit. So who knows what the fuck it's gonna do to the flesh eaters?
Oh, we didn't bring it with us? We just left it up?
No, I didn't grab that stuff.
Yeah.
During the fire, was there any critters that didn't escape, like squirrels or something that maybe I could acquire for
You
them?
call? Yeah.
Like not call like living ones, but like, you know, oh, this squirrel didn't make it. Oh, I'll bring it to the fresh, you know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not going to
They're-
call animal and then give it to my pets. That's rude.
Yeah, that's a Disney princess right there. Singing their song, and
That's
they
a
come
Disney.
running in. And
Oh, I
you
can
just
do that.
feed
I
them to the
can
rats.
summon animals now, but like to feed them to another animal would be that's just
Yeah,
rude. That's Disney villain.
There were no remains that that you found that weren't covered in this blood.
Ah,
So.
okay.
I will give them a share of my rations.
Yeah,
Right?
same.
Yeah, I can chip in some beef jerky.
Thank you.
They devour it almost instantly and are
I bet they
still
do. Hungry.
Yeah, still a bit boisterous. They're not the way they were. But they're
Gonna
still
need to
very
hunt for
unsettled.
them.
Or let them hunt.
Gonna need to hunt for them.
Is it safe to hunt right now?
The rain seems to have stopped. There's still puddles kind of everywhere. Your guess would be, as the morning is passing, your guess would be it's probably going to take most of the day for that to either dry up or bake out enough that it's safe to walk on.
How's Dad doing? Is he better yet? Or-
Still knocked out.
Oh, that's not good. That's alarming. Can I make like a medicine check to see
Yeah,
if
go
something's
for it.
wrong?
I can assist.
All right, make it with advantage.
Actually, we probably want to flip that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, my base is 3. I don't know.
I think my base is 4.
Oh, there we go.
All right, yeah, 19. No, as near as you can tell, he's asleep. I mean, he's hurt, you know, because you're all hurt. But he's asleep. You're guessing that he is just physically and probably emotionally exhausted. He's just out of it.
I think we got to spend another day here just for Dad to recover. So
At the end of that rest, has the blood even begun to dry up, or is it still
Yeah, you
just
figure it'll probably be dried up by a couple more hours.
Okay.
Close to sunset.
So I feel weird about, not weird, I'm concerned about carrying Sir Sasha with us, but I also want her to be safe. What would you all think about securing her in this temple until we can retrieve the magics to heal her?
Nope. We got 2 dragons and a horse. I think we can carry her.
Yeah.
What happens when you drop her and she shatters?
Let's never find out.
What Gix said. Mm-hmm.
Because if we just leave her here, I mean, what stops more burning ones from showing up? What stops whatever the fuck
Made of
else lives in
stone,
this
though.
place from showing up? You know,
Honestly, we're not finding our way back here without somebody's serious help. So, yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of just leaving her here.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere else that we can actually reliably get back to and know that it's protected. But just leave, like, I wouldn't leave you here out in the middle of fucking nowhere and you're alive. You know, like I'm not super comfortable with that.
I give Gix the biggest flippin' hug because he's the sweetest big brother. I mean, both of my big brothers are sweet, but he's just so sweet.
Yeah.
And I just, you're so nice.
For now. I was ready to disembowel that burned one earlier.
Well, yeah, but that was a monster.
Yeah.
You're supposed to disembowel monsters, right? That was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you're saying that, he kind of like my brow furrows because most people think I'm a monster.
But you're not. No, that was a thing against nature. You are pure nature.
That was a jerk.
And
You're
then
not
I
a
kind of
jerk.
like touch my jaw. Like, pure nature. Yeah.
It's abomination. You are not. You're a sweetheart.
It's becoming his saying. I did the right things for the right reasons. It's just gonna get us killed or myself killed one day.
Yeah.
You may all
There's
heal your
things-
damage. You may regain all your spell slots. Were you going to say something, Jedryn?
Oh, I was just going to say, there are things to die for in this world, and ganking horrors like that thing. That's a good one. You pick smart, dude. You got a better gut than you realize.
Rolling hit dice?
No, just take your average.
Average? Okay.
I mean, unless you want to roll, because, I'm all for risk.
On all of us, or just?
All of you take your average for your new hit points. Just because, in my experience, by the time you hit 10th level, you always are better off with your average than you are rolling. Never seen that not be the case.
You just auto did it for me on D&D Beyond, so.
Yeah.
I think I've got them set up to do that on Beyond, actually.
I'll just go with that because I leveled, so.
So yeah, you have. Don't forget to change your hit points on Astral. And whatever
you
else
change
you
it
might.
twice because it never sticks.
Right. Whatever else you might need to
In
change
the bar.
as well. So is there anything else you'd like to do on the second day? Are you going to stay here for an extra day to rest?
I would like. So it's a giant snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
On this like runic tablet here, like in the ground.
It's on the tablet itself is actually surrounded by various arcane symbols in a language that you do not understand. Though, Triss, make an intelligence check, please.
Sure. Just raw intelligence.
Yeah, just raw intelligence.
I'm in edit mode, so it's like weird.
I'm trying to even figure out what the hell okay, never mind. I figured it out.
Right click on.
Yeah, no, that's right.
On the red where it says intelligence.
On the red.
And then send it.
Yep.
Yep. No.
It's
Nothing.
pretty. It's like a snowflake.
Well.
Yeah, weird runes are carved into that, but the snowflake is on the actual altar.
I'm gonna just address everybody and be like, "What do you think about if cold magic was used on that? Do you think anything would happen?"
I would do it sort of, I don't know, respectfully.
I'm not trying to desecrate the place, but
yeah.
It
might, if you basically say, "Hey, thanks very much for the shelter. Here's."
Probably not going to hurt.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, please just keep working out for us, please.
Did you get the chest open? Did I miss that?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
All right, I'll work my way over there, and then I'll start preparing to cast like frostbite on it.
Okay.
And I'll say like, "Thank you very much. We wouldn't have made it without this building. I just hope it continues to stand. I hope us being here isn't an issue for whoever this temple is raised to, but thanks." And then I'll just I'll try and follow the snowflake with frostbite, etch it in.
As you cast the frostbite, it brushes away the ash and reveals the snowflake beneath it. And the snowflake begins to glow a very gentle blue. And then the disc begins to glow a very gentle blue, and light shoots up from the various runes around the edges of it, up to the ceiling.
We're gonna die.
Good thing. Good job.
In the middle of Gletus Grove, I don't trust fucking anything here.
This lasts for about a minute, and then the light fades, and some cold wind blows out. As soon as the light drops back down, cold wind blows out like a cold breeze, and there's snow on it. Blows through the temple.
I think she heard you. And I kind of think she approved.
I hope so.
Nice work, X.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it just seemed like the right idea. I mean, this is the only place that hasn't tried to kill us, so
I'm saying,
to try and keep it that way. But yeah, and I'll just, I guess, polish Sir Sasha. Yeah, like try and keep her clean, you know? No soot or any awfulness growing on her.
I still think she'd be safer here, because, like, even if those things come back or regenerate or whatever, who's going to break a statue?
Well, I mean, she's magical,
you
right?
look around and see, like, broken statues in here and shit.
Honestly,
who would do such a thing?
That's time, not...
She's already broken, so...
If we wanted her to just stay like this forever, I'd agree with you, kid, but I think we want to get her out of here.
Yeah. Well, she fits in the wagon.
Aren't we supposed to be meeting people anyway?
Yeah.
We really need to figure out what's going on with Dad.
We need Dad to wake up.
Very tired. That's what's wrong with Dad. He just needs to recover.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking hunting, like doing a little hunting foray and find food for everybody, including our massive pile of pets.
Yeah?
All right.
As much as I should be, I'm not a vegetarian.
Are you going to try to pop that trunk before you go hunting, or are you going to wait until later? Or
That's up to Jedryn.
What do you guys think? You want me to try to get in there, or?
Yeah, as long as the rest of us just stay the well back.
I mean, the burning ones were here for a reason, and I want to be with you just in case, because I feel like the buddy system is going to be very important.
Yeah. Having seen Dad chained down to the bedroom floor, I kind of agree with you.
I mean, I can join the hunting party.
Yeah. All right. So Thieves' Tools is Dex plus proficiency plus die roll. Is that right? Or
yeah, if you have your expertise in it, then it's Dex plus double your proficiency. But
all right. So that would be d20 plus 5 plus 2. I think that'll work. So that's a 20 on.
Oh yeah,
nice.
You pop the lid on this thing. In it, you see a full priest's pack, which includes a holy symbol of that snowflake. You find a journal written in what appears to be the same runes that are on that floor in there. And you find a jug. And this jug is covered in runes that are also of similar design. And it has a cork in the top of it. And it is all of it's cold to the touch. There's also then, within the priest pack is also a set of vestments. So like a tabard with that snowflake on it, and then the robes that would go underneath it.
And the incense that comes with the priest pack.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
So, the jar thing, it's more of like, a stopped flask, basically. And it sloshes when you shake it a little bit. Weighs about 2 pounds.
If someone could read and understand primordial or draconic, would they understand what those runes say?
Make an intelligence check.
Yeah, I have giant, Lydian, and
Dice.
primordial.
8.
You think those runes might be similar to primordial?
Okay.
Is this the dwarven thing all over again?
Well, what's really awesome is this book that I found in my backpack has the spell in it that I can use to read that book.
Right,
I'm so excited about this new book that I have in my book.
A book that you found in your backpack?
Yeah.
I put it in there before we left. I forgot.
as you're talking
In
about your spell
preparation.
book, Millie grabs it and looks at it. You've got a 20 on your enchant, natural 20. You read it out loud.
Yeah.
Hey, don't read it out loud. You might cast it.
It's a jug.
It says, step 1, point away from self. Step 2, open stopper.
Do not
Step
point at
3,
face or eyes.
choose stream, fountain, or geyser. Step 4, cold snap.
Got all that? Did you write it down?
I'll start jotting it down.
You can
Before
still,
it casts like tsunami or some shit.
if you do want to cast comprehend languages, you can still do so because you have this whole book that's written in that language that you were not
Yeah.
able to read.
And since we're going to be resting for a while, might as well.
Yeah.
All right, you pop comprehend languages, and it says in the front it says this is the journey of Farwalker, Eshik priest
I'm
of
just going to read this out loud, by the way.
why can't I remember Fran?
Shit, Farwalker who walked over 500,000 miles.
Pretty far.
And you start reading about how in the year, what's the fucking what was the Elven year, like 200 years
God.
before?
The Elven years don't make any sense. I would just go with the OC calendar. The Elven years are a mess. Do you know?
It's like in the year of 2722, I began my trek from my mountain village, and you sort of start flipping through. It talks about traveling across the vast expanses of Fenrilik and meeting the various peoples and the nomads there. And he talks about eventually arriving at a great temple to Frelia and in the city of Hope. You don't know if that's a title or a name, but that the priests there talked about bringing Frelia's word to the distant lands in the south, to the Lydian Empire, where the gospel needed to be spread.
Holy crap, this thing's old.
Lydian Empire looking 2,000-3,000 years old.
Yeah.
We'll nudge Dad's sleeping body. Like, I thought you were old. Since he can't say anything in return.
Do you want to pop the cork on this thing and say any of those words, or no?
Save that for battle. It sounds like a
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have any fountains or streams or anything here, do we?
Yeah, and I don't know how often this thing is going to work.
sounds like either create water or create icy water.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds kind of like blast people in the face with cold. So
or clean up the outside of all that blood that's in our way. Just walk around.
Even a fountain, I don't think it's gonna be very far though.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Could test it out at least, see what it does.
Yeah.
Is Cold Snap a spell? I ask the spellcasters. Who are
I've never
religious?
heard of it.
You can all make a Arcana check.
With my base of 1.
Okay, maybe I've heard of it.
Only if I had advantage.
Nope.
So, Millie, you have heard of Albadian spellcasters that are able to snap their fingers and like chill their opponents to the bone.
I think I've heard of this.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it is some kind of combat thing.
It seems like I think Zopa might be right. It might be a good idea to try this thing out.
I would wait until you don't want to waste it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a consumable, which means we should never use it.
No, we should use it in the very next fight we're in. The very next fight that isn't, a squirrel.
I can't wait to see what kind of bullshit a squirrel is in Galida's glove.
Fair. Maybe even the next squirrel. Very fair.
I have a question about good berry. So if one good berry is good for one person for a whole day,
feed the rats good berries.
One good berry would be good for one rat for a whole day.
Dang
it. But between the two of us, we can make a whole crap ton of them.
They can conceivably eat more than a person can in a single sitting. Like each rat can.
Yeah.
Each spell is what, 10?
Each spell I think is 10 good berries. So I mean,
and if we're just resting for the day,
if you each casted it once or twice, you could probably sate them all for the day. Like if they eat the good berry, they won't be hungry anymore.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
You doing it as well, Millie?
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody want to? You said you were casting comprehend languages and reading the book. Are you looking at anything else besides the book?
I mean, I guess it depends on how long it takes to read the book, because
you probably can't get through the whole thing in an hour.
Right.
You can skip around a bit, and you can see that the last entry talks about, I have traveled years. I never got the chance to make it home, but I know I've done Freilia's work. I know that the temple here is in good hands, and I know that the people of these woods will thrive in the winters to come. I lay my rest with no regrets.
Okay.
And it also does talk about should any of my kin find me or find this place, take my ring home.
Okay.
You find in the priest pack a ring that seems to be made of pure ice.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
So, again, I'm reading all this out loud, and since I can do comprehend languages as a ritual, I'll just go ahead and do it again to read anything else that needs to be done.
Would anybody else be able to read that and do that?
If you have comprehend languages.
I was going to say, I could extend it.
I should be able to read it.
You should, yeah.
Speak Druidic.
Yeah, that's why I had to make intelligence checks.
For Druid. Yeah, I know. I did the intelligence check. Oh, it's an archaic form of Druidic.
Yeah. So they're all like, it's some sort of archaic form of primordial, and you're like, archaic form, yes.
Druidic. I can't read it, but I recognize those runes. Runes.
That's why I had to make the intelligence check.
That's right. I made the int check. Yeah. Brilliant.
Sort it out.
We were only the ones who invented this language. Okay.
The only other thing that you can really read is the markings on this this circle, and it says that in time of need, should you wish to return to the sister temple, blow a north wind on the altar.
Now we have 3 quests. Did everybody freeze?
So where do we have to go and what do we have to do? Let's recap. What all 3 quests do we have?
Overthrow Verduck. Go to the Hornstuff Forest for reasons, and now we have to return a ring to the lost continent of the far north.
As far as I'm concerned, we only have the first quest.
Well, the Hornsaw quest is going to fuck up Dad if we don't take care of it.
Quest,
yeah,
honestly, of the 3 of them.
As much as I would love to watch Verduct hang by his intestines, I think we have to take care of dear old dad, or we're not going to get very far.
This ring quest has been. Yeah. Ew. This ring quest is at least 3,000 years old. I think it can wait.
It's true. It's waited this long.
It's waited this long.
No, this last entry says it has to be completed by this date tomorrow.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Well, I'm figuring on packing this stuff up and then bringing it to like whatever decent temple we next come to, and basically saying this is a you guys problem.
You can find a temple of the frost goddess anywhere south of Albania, sure.
Well, no, but a temple to the general gods should at least get it moving in the right direction.
That's fair.
And are any of you, during this extended rest period, are any of you spending an hour or more with that bottle or with the ring?
Yeah, I probably am.
Okay.
Fussing over it, going, will I or won't I?
You just determine that the bottle is a decanter of endless water.
Okay.
If you pop the cork and say stream, it produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain produces 5 gallons of water. Geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gush forth in a geyser 30 feet long and 1 feet wide. As a bonus action while holding it, you can aim the geyser at a creature you can see within 30 feet of you. And they must succeed on a DC 13 strength save or take 1d4 bludgeoning and fall prone.
Okie doke.
That is literally the best thing we could have for Gix.
Yeah.
That's true.
You guys are Gix.
If only we had it yesterday.
Gix are rapid healing, you know?
What are you trying to say? Was I not brave during the fire?
Very brave.
And when I say that, I get a flashback of me just going,
Gix,
just
Gix,
terrified
Gix.
of fire.
Yeah. Gix, come here. Fountain. Plunk.
That makes me so
awesome.
happy.
Oh
What?
crap!
That absolutely
Just don't
will
say-
submerge you.
Just don't say cold snap, or it'll be
No.
too cold.
As near as you can tell, there is no cold snap effect to this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, but I wonder if I did that and then cast like frostbite on it at
Yeah,
the
you
same
could probably
time
freeze it.
and just impaled somebody.
Which sounds like some shit an Ashet cleric would do. Be resistant to that cold damage, motherfucker.
I have a few ideas as I walk closer to grab the jug.
The other item, the ring, is a frost ring.
Frost ring, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, why would you need a ring that protects against fire when you live on the North Pole? I don't know.
Is that what it does?
Oh, it
Protects against fire.
protects against fire and heat.
So literally everything here was to keep Gix alive.
If only you had run into the temple when the bird ones attacked.
Okay. So, am I taking both? Is that what's happening?
I mean, I honestly,
Because if I
think
get hit by fire or acid, I can't regen. So that jug would be useless. But wouldn't it be better for somebody else to have the jug if I get
that was
covered in
kind of
it?
what I was planning on.
Well, the jug does not require
Attunement.
Anybody who can pop it open
Well,
and
I'm
say
just
the word.
thinking if
can do
I
it.
do get caught on fire as somebody, like
Somebody
or
else can
whatever,
throw the
somebody
water.
else can dump it on me instead of me.
Yeah, it can just be like.
But it makes sense for you to have the ring.
And
although
just-
the ring doesn't. Does the ring protect against fire or just heat?
Heat,
I think it's
exhaustion.
just heat.
Just heat.
Yeah.
So it's really only useful if you're going to the Yakrutan desert or something.
The other thing is the decanter of endless water is aptly named. You can activate it every turn. It never runs out. So
it's the ultimate Gix healing device.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who wants to burn their? So who wants to be the Gix healer? My companion.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm used to running around going, no Gix, no. So.
All right. Well, that's where we will wrap things up for this week. So you've discovered this Temple of Frelia. You've got all these bits of information. Zopa, you've been able to read up quite a bit about a lot of what you're learning is about the religious practices of Frelia, but also how different this author found this strange land of Gelspad and these odd Lydian people.
I mean, I totally understand. So,
right.
They are weird here.
They're obsessed with these fucking metal discs. They like trade them back and forth for everything, and like having metal discs makes you a better person for some reason.
What they don't understand is if they were just to seize the means of production.
They're not communists. I did not write them as communists. Rich people do exist in Benrally.
They're more of an anarcho-syndicalist collective.
It makes more sense than choosing the form of government because some moistened bank lob a scimitar at them.
There's very much that.
On that bright and shiny note, I think that'll be us for the week. So join us next week when, after we've had our brief respite, you all figure out where you're going to go next. So let's go ahead and do our outros. Let's start them off with Cheshire this week. Cheshire, give us your pertinence, please. Sorry about that. All these technical issues we're having today. Are we back? I can't see. I think we're back, and I think we tricked Twitch into thinking we never went away. Oh. So please, Chaz, one more time, give us your pertinence.
So I am Chaz, he, him, much like Cheshire. Chaz studies video games, music, and storytelling. Cheshire is the wizard, a level 2 wizard who can cast Levitate and Fireball at the same time. We don't ask questions. When I'm not on this stream, I do DMing on Jeremy's channel on Wednesdays for Final Fantasy 14 inspired D&D game. And this Thursday, I will be doing a visual watch stream on the Onyx Path channel.
Indeed, yes. Woo! We'll definitely tune into that. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe over at the Onyx Path Twitch. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Rock and roll. Next up, Millie, give us your pertinence, please.
Hello, my name is Ayli, she, her pronouns. I play Millie the Tiefling Ranger, she, they pronouns. I'm a fetish model. You can find me on Twitter at Kitty Curiosity. I'm also part of an X-rated D&D stream called Roll for Seduction, and you can find us on Twitter at Roll Seduction or online at rollforseduction.com. We've got 4 different campaigns going. I DM one of them, Travis DMs one of them. It's super fun, so if you're over the age of 18, and only if you're over the age of 18, come check us out. I'm also one of the writers of Frostlands of Fenrilic, so check that out too.
Yes, please do. And we will be playing Wednesday, right, Ayli?
Yeah.
The schedule is up at rollforseduction.com, and you don't need to be a member or anything to see the schedule, right? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I'm going to share the Fenrilic link in the chat so that people can go buy that if they would so choose, because that would be lovely for many of us. Next up, we have Gix. Give us your pertinence, please.
Hi, I'm Tric, or Korggix. They are he, him, just as I am. And they're a giant puppy in the form of a Scrag.
Sorry to drag you through the emotional ringer today.
It's every week.
Yeah. Gix big sad. But when Gix is not having his heart broken and watching people die, they also stream via me on Twitch as a variety streamer. I play just about anything level design wise. I'm always chatting about it. The game's just a backdrop. So if you're interested in that, I've worked for Relic Entertainment, THQ, and Sega as their parent companies of Relic. So if you have any questions regarding any of that stuff, I love talking about it. So feel free to swing by. I also recently got the Patreon for D&D writing up and going, and that's available to anybody. There's all kinds of public posts on that as much as I can with everything that's going on. So if you're interested in what I've been doing on that, you can make sure to check out the Patreon. The next big thing is hopefully soon there'll be 12 subclasses for a race that I made. So
Woo!
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats on that. And then next up we have Triss. Give us your pertinence, please.
Hi, my name is Sarah Stewart. I'm playing Triss. I am she they. Triss is she her. Triss is the rat folk druid, who's the youngest in the family and loves her siblings very much. I'm the author of Vigilance Through Shadows and Dreams, and I'm one of the main writers on Frostlands of Fenrirlic. So do pick up Frostlands of Fenrirlic because it's awesome. On Sunday, I will be running as part of the Onyx Path Twitch stream at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, I believe. My first time, not my first time GMing by any means, but my first time running on the Onyx Path stream. So do check that out. It's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
And it's a game called, I think it's gonna be called something like Welcome to Kovo Kimru, and it will be a high level game where people are not first level. Because I'm tired of running that.
So last night I ran a 4th level Fenrir Extreme and really almost chewed up the entire party. But
I'm
Did
looking
they
at
make it?
they did make it. But you know, I had a player fall for a mimic, which is always like
oh man,
yeah.
wonderful moment for a dungeon. And it was not even like it was like there's this weird broken table in the middle of this room that's been full of oozes all day and trying to kill you. I'm like, oh, let me go look at that.
What a like low self-esteem mimic to be like, I'll just be a broken table.
I'm targeting 15th level actually.
Oh well, that ought to be fun because you don't see a lot of play in that.
Yeah, they're going to be playing like the movers and shakers of Kovo Kimru.
Oh, fun. So definitely tune in for that Sunday. And then next up we've got Zopa. Give us your perts, please.
Hey, I'm Jeremy Hochhalter, he, him, playing Zopa, she, her. I don't even know what to say this week. You can find me on Twitter at WHPubs, here on Twitch at WH Publications, Facebook at the same place. I publish on DM's Guild and Drive Through RPG. Go get Frostlands of Fenrirlic, because it's awesome. I'm hoping my print-on-demand copy shows up today.
Ooh, I hope so. Let me know how.
I'm so jealous of people who already got them because they're like, look, I got my book. And I'm like, I've got an email that says I have a book coming.
Same.
So, yeah.
And did you not do a Lore You Know this last week on Fenrirlic?
Yeah.
Right?
We did. Oh, yeah, I didn't
did.
mention Lore You Know.
Yeah. Check out the Lore You Know on that talks about Fenrirlic.
Yeah, I need to.
I think it's on YouTube.
I need to check that out myself because I missed it while you were streaming. So I will watch it on your YouTube. You guys send that along. I need to know what's going on with Fenrirlic. Planning on using it in some games coming up. Then,
yes, we know.
I'll send you this.
Appreciate it. And then last but of course not least is, except in size, is Jedryn. Please go ahead and give us your pertinence.
Hi, I'm Fran Stewart, she, her, playing Jedryn, the grouchy-ass halfling rogue and bomb thrower, also she, her. And when I'm not playing Jedryn with these fine folks, I am writing various RPG and fiction projects and editing things and occasionally drawing maps for things when other people's brains are exploding. I know a lot about Scarred Lands. I love making new friends, and I love it when people read my stuff. So go look for my various products under Francis Stewart, and look for me on Twitter at Ronald Valor, and come up and introduce yourself. Please
do. And I'm Travis Legg, he, him, Dungeon Master in charge of this and other shit shows on this channel. When I'm not doing that, I'm the line developer for Scarred Lands and the programming coordinator for the Onyx Path Twitch. So it is my duty and pleasure to tell you that you should be watching the Monday meeting notes. The election has passed. The world is not yet burst into flame. So that means that very soon there should be news regarding Dead Man's Rest on Kickstarter. I would love for you to check it out. So make sure that every Monday you are watching the onyxpath.com for the Monday meeting notes. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel as well as the Onyx Path Twitch. Play Scarred Lands. Tell other people you know to play Scarred Lands. This has been, as always, a great pleasure. I will see you again this time next week. And I'll be back My next stream is over on Roll Seduction, so stop by on Wednesdays and check it out if you're grown.
Nice.
If you're not grown, wait. And we'll see you soon.
Take care, folks.
Bye.